Hey everyone, ready for a deep dive? We're going somewhere unexpected today.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, get this. Our source is a Spanish language YouTube video
Okay.
about seduction techniques, no less.
Interesting. Let's hear it.
Right. The title is, and I'm not making this up, High Value Men Don't Chase Women, They Do This Instead.
All right. I'm intrigued. What's the this? And how does a seduction video, and a Spanish one at that, lead to a deep dive on our show?
That's the thing, right? I thought it was going to be, the usual pickup artist stuff, but
Right.
it actually had some really interesting points about confidence and just like being your best self socially.
Huh. So is this about more than just, dating?
Totally. And that's what surprised me. Is like, whether you're single or whatever, this guy makes some good points that anyone could use.
Okay, I'm hooked. What's the secret sauce?
So he talks about these things he calls flyers.
Flyers, like paper airplanes.
I know, right? The image is funny. But think of it like this. They're these small, intentional interactions you have throughout your day.
Okay.
Not pickup lines, but little compliments, maybe a playful joke, stuff that brightens someone's day, but it doesn't take over your whole day,
So like random acts of kindness, but more .social.
Exactly. And he gives these hilarious examples. Like he says he told this woman at a red light that she must have terrible coverage because he wasn't getting her message.
Oh, wow. Bold move.
Right. And another time, he was joking with a cashier, saying he was a professional robber on his day off.
Uh-huh. I can see why you found this guy intriguing. He sounds like a character.
Totally. But see, that's the thing. He's using humor to disarm people, to create a connection, even if it's just for a minute. And that's what I like about this whole flyer thing.
Yeah, I see that. So these flyers, it's about being playful, not pushy.
Exactly. And it's so refreshing, because it's not about manipulation or cheesy lines. It's about being your most genuine self, but also like recognizing that even those little everyday interactions can be chances to, I don't know, spread some joy.
Right. And that really speaks to emotional intelligence, doesn't it? Being self-aware enough to think about how you're coming across to others, but also being empathetic enough to want to make someone's day a little bit brighter. I like it.
Yeah. It's like you're flexing your social muscles without even realizing it. And the best part is, this guy argues that if you make this consistent effort to be more present, more engaging, it can actually boost your overall confidence, like a positive feedback loop.
Absolutely. Think
Yeah.
about it. Every time you step outside your comfort zone, even in a small way like that, and have a positive interaction, it reinforces this belief in yourself.
Right.
And that confidence then spills over into other areas of your life. It's like a ripple effect.
Okay, so it's not just about becoming like the life of the party. It's about leveling up in all aspects of life.
Precisely. By practicing these small acts of confidence and connection, you're essentially building a foundation for greater self-assurance and social intelligence, which, let's be honest, is beneficial in any situation. Whether you're trying to impress a date or nail a job interview.
Yeah, so it's less about what can I get from this interaction and more about what can I give.
Exactly. It's a shift from a scarcity mindset to an abundance mindset, even if it starts with something as simple as a well-timed flyer.
And it's interesting, right? Because he doesn't just talk about these like casual encounters. He actually says this flyer mindset can help in other areas of your life, like your career even.
Oh, that's interesting. I can see that.
Right. Like think about it.
Yeah.
When you nail that interaction, even if it's quick, doesn't it give you a little boost?
Totally. Like you feel more confident, ready to take on the next thing.
Exactly. So it's like these little confidence boot camps, and suddenly you're not so nervous about those bigger things either.
I love that. Because it's not just about being, a smooth talker. It's about building that muscle of putting yourself out there, and that helps you go after those bigger goals.
Right. So it's more than just flirting or making small talk. How would you apply this at, say, a networking event? Those can be tough.
Tell me about it. But imagine this. You walk in, not with that pressure to hand out business cards or impress everyone,
Yeah.
but just to brighten someone's day.
Genuinely. Instead of the dreaded elevator pitch, you're like genuinely curious about the other person.
Exactly. What if you focused on making them feel seen and heard, even for a few minutes, instead of just trying to find common ground?
I love that because those events can feel so transactional,
Totally. And this just takes the pressure off, allows for, real connection to happen organically.
Yeah. Because people can tell when you're being genuine, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Authenticity is magnetic. And you might be surprised at the opportunities that open up when you focus on the human connection first, not just what you can get out of it.
Right. It's so funny because this video, it seemed like one thing, but it's really about approaching life with more confidence, being
Right.
more genuine.
And that's often the case, isn't it, with these unconventional sources of wisdom? They make us think differently, find value where we least expect it.
Totally. So this whole flyer idea got me thinking. What's your, go-to in social situations? Has this sparked any new ideas?
That's a great question. Honestly,
Hmm.
I'm more introverted, so big gatherings, they can be a lot for me.
I feel that. I think a lot of people do.
Right. And I tend to hang back, observe more than I engage.
Totally get it. Like you're lost in a sea of faces.
Exactly. But this flyer concept, it's made me rethink that. Maybe it's less about surviving the event and more about finding those little ways to connect, even if they're brief.
So instead of dreading it, you're looking for those moments to spark a little joy.
Yeah, exactly. It's like instead of being on the defensive, you're open, you're ready to give a little something.
Right. And you never know, that little interaction could make someone's day. Even if it's just for a minute, even if you never see them again.
And it might brighten your day too, right?
Exactly. It's like those little moments of connection. They can really enrich our lives.
I like that.
And it all comes back to those flyers. They're like little seeds of confidence and positivity that we can sprinkle around.
So it's not just about getting through the day, it's about making someone's day, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. And you might surprise yourself with the connections and opportunities that pop up when you approach life that way.
This whole conversation, it reminded me of this quote
Oh, yeah?
by Maya Angelou.
Okay.
She said, "People will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel."
Wow, that is so true. And it really captures the heart of this whole flyer approach, doesn't it?
It really does. It's not about having the perfect line or, trying to impress anyone. It's about being genuine, wanting to connect.
Right, like actually caring about the other person.
And that's a pretty great lesson to take away from, a YouTube video about seduction techniques, wouldn't you say?
You said it. It just goes to show wisdom can come from the most random places.
It really can. And
Yeah.
sometimes it's about challenging what we think we know, looking at things in a new way.
Totally.
Well, this has been so insightful. Who knew we'd get so much out of a deep dive into, well, that. It just goes to show learning never stops.
Couldn't agree more. And you never know where you'll find that next mind-blowing idea.
Exactly. So, listeners, we want to hear from you. How are you going to use some flyers this week?
Yeah, let us know.
Hit us up on social media, share your stories, and hey, maybe you'll inspire someone else to give it a try. Until next time, everyone, keep exploring, keep connecting, and keep spreading those good vibes.